don't know if you've seen this. This is an advert that's been viewed more than 3 million times on YouTube, but it's been criticised as sexist, out of touch and even dystopian because it shows a woman receiving an exercise bike as a Christmas present from her husband.
She does change. I mean, it's... honestly, fat woman suddenly...
I mean, me feel a little bit sick, that whole thing, but I'm not sure
Maybe
why.
she wanted it.
Well, I was going to say,
know, she might have
she'd
said to her
actually
husband.
requested that from her husband.
Yeah, I mean, she's clearly into
Is it
fitness.
girls?
Yeah, I don't understand
It's
why
also in the
everyone's
middle of the
getting
sitting room where everybody can see her exercising.
and her figure.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really see what the problem is. She's clearly into fitness. Maybe she asked for it. But for me, the biggest bugbear is it's right in front of the telly. Now, that would get really annoying.
Just annoying, isn't
I know. And you'd use it as a clothes horse to hang your washing over it, to be fair.
When I was young, all I wanted at the end of the bed at Christmas time when I was first married, I thought a little bit of fur or a few diamonds or something would be great in the toe of the stocking. And a few years later, I got a vacuum cleaner.
Wow.
It's the worst present I've ever had at Christmas in my life.
That is shocking,
That is shocking. No
What's the worst
taste.
present you've ever had, Sandi?
Well, the trouble is that I rather like bad presents.
So you'd like the exercise
So
bike,
they
you'd
often...
like
it
all of
often
that stuff.
No, well, I wouldn't like that, but some people give me things that they think, oh, this is going to be hilarious. Sandi won't like it. I got a book. This is a genuine title of a book, and the book is by a farmer in the United States, and the title of the book is Everything I Know About Women I Learned from My Tractor. Now...
Did it make any key points?
Well, what's happened is I now collect those books, and and in my show I make a thing out of those kind of books. There are lots of books. There are books called things like Men Are Like Waffles, Women Are Like Spaghetti, Why Men Don't Iron, and it became a thing. I now collect. So if somebody thought they'd given me this slightly offensive book, and it's now become a thing, I collect those book titles.
That's so smart.
So that I was given an offensive book once for Secret Santa. And the thing with me, with Secret Santa, they say it's a £5. You can just about buy a sweetie for a £5 nowadays.
Yeah.
So I like to spend a bit more because I'm like, well, I'll get that, and then I see something, oh, I like
That's
that. Put it
officially
together.
cheating, though.
Yeah, well, you know. Anyway, so I'd spent a lot of money on my Secret Santa.
Yeah.
And a really nice present, and I was given a book. Actually, I was given a book by Brian May. He was our Secret Santa.
Yeah.
He gave me this book.
But the present wasn't actually from him.
It wasn't from Brian, but he gave me it as the Secret Santa.
Okay.
But it was,
so was he the one you hit?
No. Well, I was quite stressed. The book was How to Teach Yourself Manners.
Wow.
Yeah. And I opened it and it said, start by saying, please, thank you, you're welcome, which is something I always say, and I teach. I'm very strict on teaching my children.
That's not good.
So it was somebody was having a personal attack.
So were you
They
offended?
obviously didn't like me. Well, I just took it back to Brian and I was very, very upset about it. They found out who it was, but it's like, you know, I think people should just be
not
nicer.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's bad manners, in fact.
That is bad manners.
There you are. Bad manners. I like that. I like that.
You're mid-row, aren't you, with Mark over presents, in terms
Well,
of...
yes, because he keeps asking me what I want, and every time I tell him, he says, "No, well, that's boring. I can't get you pans, but I love a pan."
What do you want to walk?
Yeah, well, I'd love a new wok. I really want one because that wok will give me joy every time I get it out, because it's losing all its, you know, its bits, and so that's no good because it's a non-stick one.
I'd like a new body. I feel exactly the same way.
Have you thought about going mad and going out and buying your own wok? Crazy.
I don't know. I'm really funny about things like that because this is a very expensive wok, and to buy one again
Right.
when it's still kind of functioning, and so then he says, then that's a functional present. It's not a romantic.
Go mad.
present.
Take a walk on the wild side.
I'm going to do it. I feel released. I've been wild abandoned.
I can't believe this is the advice I'm giving out. Buy a walk, man. Help yourself.
Well, Nick bought me a hairdryer for my 50th, which might sound like the most boring present in the world, but I was really excited because I needed a new hairdryer. I know I need
I'm
to
going
get
to take
out
all
more.
you girls out for the day.
Could you? Could you? Now, Rebecca says, my husband got me a mop and a bucket one Christmas. Now, we both have a good sense of
Nice.
humour, but it was OK because I got him an anti-snore pillow. That's funny.
And this one, my ex bought me an exercise bike for Christmas a few years ago. He felt that as a size 10, I needed to be thinner.
No.
Clearly, there's a reason he's an ex.
Speaking of exercise bikes, I had somebody, and this is another, I just get given them, I don't know, maybe it's my face or what, but I had a friend who recently, she came to me, she says, Brenda, I've got something that's great for you. It was from a brand that I love, can't mention, but it's a brand that I love.
Twinkly
and
Crystals.
It was an exercise tracker. I says, are you trying to say something? Are you really trying to, what are you trying to say? Why are you giving me an exercise tracker? Give it right back. I don't want your exercise tracker. I don't need your exercise.
I'll have it.
No. I haven't got it.
How many footsteps, that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, but it's like, what are you trying to say? Am I not fit enough? I think I'm quite fit.
See, I wear a normal watch, right, and it shows me exactly how many steps. Usually none.
It's an outrageous concept. It tells the time, and that's it.
Madness.
Sandy, what's the best present you ever got?
Well, the best present for me is having my kids at the Christmas table.
Yes, that's really good. That is. Those are the best presents, aren't they, really?
Honestly, we celebrate Christmas Eve. We will be 21 this year because the family's growing delightfully. And I will cook the lunch for us all, and I couldn't be happier. That's the best thing.
Lovely.
And you're a grandmother now.
I'm a grandma. Who could tell, right? Yes, I have a 2.5-year-old beautiful grandson and one on the way.
And is it even better being a grandparent?
It's fantastic because you can give them
you
back.
say that,
You
don't
get to
you?
give them back. Yeah.
I think it changes your life, really.
Yes, I do think
we
so.
have 10 between us.
Oh, my
And I
word.
think that it really changes your life.
Yeah.
And I think it's one of the best things.
I think it's absolutely lovely, and we have so, for example, in our house we have fairies who live in the house, and then we have to go on hunts for what the fairies might have left in the house, and putting those together is more fun for me probably than him trying to search out for the gift at the end.
Yeah.
So, I love it. Yeah, it's great.
How old are they?
2.5 and one coming. Yeah, I know. It's just, so Christmas just gets more and more fun.
That is wonderful. I mean, we're not at grandparent stage yet, but we just got a new puppy. So
Okay, that is
it's-
kind of like a training ground for grandparenting. Yeah.
I know. It's very, very similar.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't, I don't want to give him back, but there we are. I felt that way about husbands, but not about dogs.
we do
really-
wish you, Sandy, a really lovely Christmas. I mean, that sounds great.
We need to say
Yeah,
thank
really
you and
lovely.
goodbye. Thank
It was
you,
lovely,
Sandy.
lovely to see you all.